Hey, it's Jessica, and I'm doing Pet Spotlight on Trixie and Abbey. When I first decided to do this, I thought I was going to do them all individually, and then realized, well, I kind of got them together, so I might as well just do them together. So this one's Trixie. Yeah, and this one's Abbey. And Abbey let out the biggest scream when I picked her up. I think she thought I was killing her. You're not dead. Look at all the hair on them. I don't know where your brush went. I had a brush for them, like a little super pet brush. I don't know where it is. My hands were covered when I picked them up. I don't know what Abby's doing. Anyways, I got them December 26th, which is Boxing Day, day after Christmas, in 2012, which sounds like a long time, but really it's almost December. It was almost January, so it's almost 2013. So it's going on 3 years. If we, we have to go all the way to Boxing Day again, and it will be 3 years, which means they are around 3 years old, because I was told they were around 1 when I got them. So they're 3 going on 4, I guess. Don't really know. Look at your biggie lips. I wish I had the flash on, but then they probably wouldn't be so candid. Look at your biggie lips. Yeah. They're so much bigger than... I just watched the video where I first got them, which I'll put the link in the description. And they're so much smaller than, like, they're thinner. Like, you can tell they're totally bigger now. You guys fat now. Look at you. Look at your little chubs. Look at your little chubs. So, they're both Abyssinians, but I don't think they're pure Abyssinians, because they don't really have very well rosettes. So they're probably, I don't know what, maybe short-haired / Abyssinians? I guess that would make sense. Abby's always had this little thing going on back here. Yeah, I'm touching you. And Trixie always has the derpy look. She's not doing it now, but she always has like this derpy look on her. Yeah, this little mohawk thing. Since I brought her home, Trixie was always the easier one to grab. Even though today I got her second, she seemed to know, and she ran off. I got them from an ad from Kijiji, which is, if you're American, Kijiji's like the Canadian Craigslist. In Canada, we don't really use Craigslist, we use Kijiji. And it was a mom that posted an ad because her kids had 2 guinea pigs that they got, and they got, like, I guess, the same typical story. They got bored of them. There's Bender, by the way. And, so she was looking to rehome. She didn't have a picture of them, so I had no idea. I asked her for a picture, and she was just like, "Why don't you come see them?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to come see them. Like, if I go there, I'm getting them. You know what I mean? I'm not wasting my time to come see them and then be like, no, I don't want them." I just wanted to make sure they were girls, and they were. I didn't want boys because of everything I've heard, which I'm still happy I made that decision, because I'm glad that I have like 5 guinea pigs that can be housed together, because there's no way I could have had 5 boys and gotten away with that. So anyways, they were in like a hutch style. You know those metal hutch style cages that are on like wheels? Usually they call them guinea pig. I mean, either guinea pig or rabbit cages, which is ridiculous. They're way too small. They were in one of those cages. They had no hay. They were being fed Living World guinea pigs, like a seed mix. Living World really isn't that great of a brand, depending on what you buy. Living World green food is perfectly acceptable. The Living World regular food is not acceptable for like any animal, really. Even their hamster mixes and stuff are way off if you look at the analyses on the bags. So yeah, I threw that out. Like, he gave it to me and I was like, oh, thanks. And when I got home, I threw it out immediately. And he had Trixie in his hand. And so she was always, obviously, the more tamer one, because he was petting her. And I was just like, okay, can we pick him up now? Like, so I didn't. They were gonna give me a hidey house, but it was actually the exact same one that I had already bought for them. So I was like, no, you can keep it. Like, mine's clean and new. So I don't know if they got hair or not. I didn't ask these type of questions. I didn't know what their names were, like what they had named them. It's not like it mattered, because I was gonna rename them anyways. But I was just kind of afterwards. I was kind of curious. I was like, oh, I wonder what they called them. You know, they might have been given hay, maybe just not all the time. They certainly, when I gave them hay, went to it right away. Like, it wasn't something that they were like, oh, what is this? But I think that's just, built into these type of animals that need to forage. They know that they need to eat it. Just like they ate the veggies. They never had a problem with the veggies. So they did get veggies, just not often. I think they got given probably romaine lettuce here and there and carrot. They did eat their veggies, no problem. They weren't like a baby guinea pig that you need to be like, oh, like this is good for you, and you have to eat it and train them to do that. What are you squinting about? You can't see her eyes because she's so black, but she's got like this little... She's giving me the stink eye. Yeah. Abby was always the meaner one. I always say that, but she's not really mean. No, look at your lips. Look at your lips. And I named them right away. I brought them home, had them in their 2x5, and that's back when I had the 2x5 with the 2x2 loft, which they never used, which is why I got rid of the loft. These are the guys that never used the ramp, ever. I'd have to pick them up and put them in the loft, and they would maybe eventually go down the ramp, but really, like, you could tell they weren't comfortable on it. They would, like, kind of scoot down the ramp, so I was like, you guys don't like the ramp. So that's why I got rid of the loft, because I figured if they're not going to go up it, then even if I have other guinea pigs that will, it's not really fair. Plus the lofts, they're kind of a pain in the butt to clean underneath, so I'm glad I got rid of it. Plus I ended up using it. That's how I made my 2x3 part of the cage, was from using the loft grids and stuff. So back to you guys. What's so special about you guys? They go into heat. I don't know I can't remember what a guinea pig cycle is, but they go into heat about like once a month. I think it's once every 17 days or something crazy like that. And then they get mean. Yeah, both of you do. Get mean to the babies. That's okay, because I think they're starting to get back to you. So yeah, they all have their own little cycle of when you can tell which one's doing it, because they get a little rowdy. They get rumble strutty, and they start mounting and chasing. But that's about it. It doesn't turn into big blown fights. They just kind of piss each other off and make noise. And then it's over with, and sometimes another one starts up then, because it's their time. So that's fun, but, you know, it hasn't broken up the group, so that's good. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I named them when I first brought them home. I was looking at Abby, and I was like, I'm going to name her Abby, because I did have a hamster back in the day that I named Abby, because I was told, I adopted this hamster from it, and I was told it was a girl, and then, like, the second I got it, I was like, this is not a girl. I'm like, this is a boy. So I had to change the name. And I like that name, Abby, so I was like, I'm not going to reuse it since, you know, he didn't keep the name. I ended up naming him Barry, so she got the name Abby, because I like that name. And I think why I named her Abby and not Trixie is because Barry, the hamster that I had named Abby, was black. So I think because she was black, I was like, no, she gets the name Abby. Even though she has this cool tan throughout her. Here, on the sides. Oh, and her bum. She has the black nails, though, which is really difficult. Because even Lily doesn't have black nails. Lily has brown. Yeah, you're difficult. Trixie, I don't know what it is about her. She's just, you know, the derpy cute one. Yeah. Yeah, look at your piggy mouth. Look at your piggy mouth. I don't know how I came up with the name of Trixie. It just kind of came in my head. And I was like, oh, Trixie. So, that's their names. Trixie's favorite vegetable is tomato, I'm going to say, because whenever I feed them tomatoes, it's the first thing she grabs, and then she runs off with it, and it's really cute, because she's usually holding it up in the air. Abby, I'm not too sure. What's your favorite? I don't think you really care. They all really like bell pepper. They all eat their lettuce. I think she also likes tomato. They kind of all like everything. I always call Abby the quiet one. Usually she doesn't make much noise, even when she's in heat. She just kind of gets a little mean. But she made a big squeal today when I picked her up. So yeah, that was funny. They used to popcorn a lot when they were younger when I first got them. Now they don't so much. They're older, so it's not an unusual thing to have older pigs not popcorn. I feel like all this hair is like affecting my nose all of a sudden. Yeah, they are quite plump. I'm trying to feel them here. And they were quite happy together. Perfectly fine. Never had a problem with them. And when I introduced babies to them, they didn't really do anything other than maybe do a little chasing and sniffing. But they were good other than that. So they have well temperaments. Yes, then you guys do. Trying to see what color eyes. What color eye do you have? Like a brown? I think Trixie has like a brown eye. You can't really see. No. And they've been healthy this whole time, which is lucky since I don't know what they were living before. I know they would have got bought from the local pet store though. Like I might have not bought them, but I think the family that had them before bought them just from the local pet store. Because there's only like one pet store here that like sells guinea pigs, and then you can occasionally get guinea pigs from Pet Value as an adoption. So yeah, it's not much of an option, but that's okay. Yeah. There's Fry. The cats are so interested in the guinea pigs. Look at this. I'm just gonna make this a long video because it's funny. They're gonna freak out when they realize you're sniffing them. Look at Abby, she's just like, oh, what's going on? You would scare them, don't even worry about it. They have. When they've been on the floor running around, they've scared the cats actually. So, it's kind of funny. So yeah, we'll put them back in their cage. Yeah, give them a treat. And then, I think I'm going to do the babies in pairs too, like as in Lily and Daisy, because I kind of got them, I didn't get them together, but I got them not too far apart. It was like a month apart. So, yeah, and that is all about Trixie and Abbey. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask. Like I said, I will definitely link the video for when I first brought them home, because you get to see my old cage and everything else. It's kind of funny, I just kind of watched it myself. So, bye-bye.